crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir. RoadToRoad.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of chaga tea. Okay, excitement in silver. I know I've been talking about silver a lot, but it's fairly interesting to me spending 20 years of my life fighting this battle and watching 150 years of price suppression come to an end. I'm not saying they're out of tools. They're not out of tools. What they've been told is you're going to stop rigging the price on the COMEX, at least to the extent that they were. I do expect to see charges against JP Morgan traders. Not necessarily, well, probably JP Morgan will be a settlement above probably $200, $300, $400 million, maybe $600, $700 million. I don't know. But I do expect to see that within a month or two. If they do it during September, bar the doors, because September is the delivery month. Now, I think JP Morgan has already given up as much silver as they're going to in the physical delivery side. The DOJ, this is according to Ted Butler, and I believe him 100% because you can see it happening. The DOJ made a deal with JP Morgan and the riggers to get out of the rigging business. And Ted seems to think it was 300 million ounces that JP Morgan have to get back out of their billion ounces, which I think they've already done. Because we see, well, first of all, yesterday was crazy. For those of you who follow this stuff, there was a huge spike up and then a huge spike down. Let me show you the 3-day here. Look at this. Spiked up to 28 and then spiked down every second. Oh my God, Bix, can you believe it? They're rigging it. It's rigged every day. Yes, I can believe it. Watching it happen for 20 years, you kind of get used to this bullshit. That's why I say, hey, the only people who are going to win are the people sitting with physical silver in their own possession, sitting on the sidelines. SLV, no. Derivatives, no. Mining companies, no. None of it. None of it's going to survive for various reasons. But, again, we go back to my last 20 years in silver. Here's what I've had to deal with. All this bullshit. I can go back and tell you why each move happened. When, why, and where, and how, in retrospect. But you guys get anybody who just got into silver, you are so lucky. You didn't have to go through all this bullshit to get here. And all the battles we fought with the CFTC, with the DOJ, with JP Morgan, with the CME. All that has been banked for you guys, you new silver investors. So get your physical silver now. If you don't have a local dealer, I always start with the local dealer. Go to your local dealer. Say, hey, my name's Aunt Sue. Hi, my name's Bob. I want to learn about silver. I want to buy and sell from you. I'm looking for someone to take care of me because I don't know what I'm doing yet. But I'm going to talk to you, Bob, and Steve down the street just to make sure I'm not getting ripped off. Start local. If you don't have a local, you can send my friend Andy Scheckman an email. Andy@milesfranklin.com, milesfranklin.com. He will take care of Road to Ruta members. Absolutely. Full trust and faith in Andy and Miles Franklin. 100%. All right. But only buy what he's got in inventory because everything else is a crapshoot. Make sure he's got it in inventory and he can ship it. Keep it in small denominations. I love the pre-65 coinage. Smallest denominations, hardest to counterfeit, and oh, by the way, subject to counterfeiting laws, not just fraud in silver. There's a lot of fake silver eagles out there too. China's pumping them out as part of the economic war. So make sure you get the right silver from the right people. All right, now I want to show you what I'm talking about. Yesterday was the end of the August contract on the COMEX. That's the only place really that silver is priced. August, and we were looking at another huge day. This is going to end the month. Tomorrow is the last trading day of August, or maybe Monday, the last trading day of the month, but it's not the last trading day of the August contract, which is yesterday. Today is notification day. Everybody notifies who, what, and where. Here's how I want my silver delivered. And it is a monster month, but it's not as big as last month. But let me show you why it's even more important. The total ending of the month was 14,265 contracts, which is 71 million ounces of physical silver that is eligible to be called for delivery. Now, the delivery can happen any time during September. It has to happen by the end of September. There are people out there who will get delivery notices that don't have physical silver and will be scrambling to get it. Because we know at the end of July they had to open up COMEX Silver to any kind of bar that known demand, any manufacturer, and that's unheard of. So they will be scrambling to get it over the month. I don't know what will happen to price, but it's going to be very volatile. Hang on to your hats. A couple things to note. Look what happened to open interest yesterday. It dropped from about 29,000 contracts to 14,000 contracts. So basically, here's what happened. The shorts who knew they had to deliver maybe today, they might get a delivery notice, had to close out their positions. They closed out 74 million ounces worth of silver positions. They had to buy back. That's where all the volatility came from. They had to buy back at a massive loss. Massive loss yesterday for all the shorts. Here's what I get. And I did this calculation yesterday, came up to around $300 million, or the day before yesterday, $300 million in losses on the August 26th trading day. That's massive losses for banks that usually never lose. And it's mainly the shorts are mainly the banks. So they had to close them out. And oops, sorry about that. The shorts lost $370 million yesterday. And remember, these are banks that are used to only profits during in gold and silver trading. All year there's been little losses. Now the losses are pretty damn substantial. In the last 2 days, I figure about $700 million. That's based off. Now this is back of the envelope, trying to figure out what's the average price they shorted at versus what they covered at. Okay, so don't get all in my junk about the numbers. But it's about a $5 per ounce loss is what I'm getting over the last 2 months, with an average shorting price of about $22, $23. That's a big money when you think about, what do you mean, Bix? It's only 14,000 contracts. Yeah, times that 5,000 ounces. 5,000 ounces. So the total yesterday that got closed out of losses that would have to be reported at the end of September for the third quarter. They better hope they can make these gains back somewhere, and I don't see anywhere they can. As a matter of fact, those who are still short and don't have the metal that have to deliver, good luck getting the metal. Most likely, you'll see a huge drawdown in SLV inventories. That's where the banks can get physical metal. It's pretty much the only place left. So watch for a huge drawdown. It's been a huge draw up of metal into the SLV, but now you're going to see a huge drawdown as they have to deliver the real thing. They'll take it out of SLV and they'll put it into COMEX contracts. That's my guess on that one. But that won't happen until probably the end of September. They don't have to deliver to the end of September. And, oh, by the way, anybody can go in and buy a silver contract in September and then take delivery immediately because it's a delivery month. So who knows what's going to happen. Right now, they're on the hook for about 71 million ounces. Maybe Warren Buffett goes in and says, hey, I want to buy 100 million ounces of physical silver. I want it now. I want it now. Although I think a lot of these contracts are owned by Buffett anyway. We will see. Those banking on a rollover to December, and yeah, it's pretty big. It's not huge. 138,000 contracts. Good luck ever seeing that. This shit's going to fall apart long before that, in my opinion. Anyway, that's your silver update. Now's the exciting time. Today is the delivery notices. Monday starts the delivery. If they do 90% of the deliveries in the first 2 days, we know it's not that big a problem. If we're sitting there going, hey, wait, why is only 50% being delivered? It means they don't have it. Because they know they have to give it away. If you have it, you're going to give it on the first day so you don't pay storage. If you don't have it, everything that doesn't get delivered in the first first couple days of next week is people scrambling to try to get metal. It's very fun. What will it do to the price? Who the hell knows? The price is determined on the COMEX. And will Trump lighten the load for the bad guys and allow them to short into a silver rise above $30? I don't think so. I think they've learned their lesson. I think the risk departments at the banks would just know exactly how much trouble they're in because they've lost hundreds of millions of dollars in some stupid thing. They don't even know why they're in it, gold and silver. Trading in commodities for a bank who has a banking license, they're risking their banking license. JP Morgan Chase, 6 traders up on RICO charges. They are risking the whole company for what? To rig the gold and silver markets? For what? Well, I know what for. But you think the risk management department at JP Morgan is happy with the gold and silver traders? I mean, RICO charges could bring down the entire bank. That's why they're not going to charge the bank with RICO charges. They're going to settle. Criminality is free in America. Welcome to America. Anyway, something really exciting I'm going to be posting. Yesterday I posted on the private road a year zero update on secrets of gold on the road to Ruta. This is an outtake behind the scenes with Paige talking about the gold in the Grand Canyon and more. Amazing information if you're interested in how much gold is there in the world and where the hell did it come from. Check out that. It's in the year zero updates. Just go to the private road. You go to the private road, which is here. And you go down to year zero is the very bottom one. It's not the bottom. The archives has all the juicy information. But also today I am posting the first Jenny Moon. I'm going to post a new Jenny Moonstone reading this afternoon for private road members. And I'm going to take the first one and put it on a public road so you guys know what the hell it's all about. Really amazing stuff. If you want a reading from Jenny, go to jennymoonstone.com. Unbelievable, psychic, tarot, all of the above. But she's tapped into what's going on with the road to Ruta in the Grand Canyon, and it's going to blow your freaking mind. So on the private road, we got a whole bunch of interviews on this. We got 1, 2, 3. Another one going up today. There's 3. That's the one I'm going to put up today. Right here, The Future of the Road to Ruta. It's the first reading we did with Jenny. And it's going to go on to YouTube. So everybody can check it out. And then yesterday's reading is going to go up. Well, actually, the last 3 days consolidated. Just the gold part and some silver part is going up on the private road later this morning. All right? That's all I got for you. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Don't go outside. Talk to you later.